I've experienced God's presence and activity in the evolution of this program, starting from an idea to a plan, and then finally to its realization. What an experience of God's abundant grace. It's been my privilege to respond to the call to offer leadership for this program as its founding director.
The lay leadership program was something we hoped would support and develop lay people to spread the good news of the spiritual exercises. The Ignatian Spirituality Institute, under the direction of Dr. Joan Newth. People were coming out of there formed and fired and ready to spread the good news.
I've been part of Food for the Journey program since its beginning. And I think the main reason I participate is to have continuing interaction with the graduates of the Ignatian Spirituality Institute, because they are the primary people that come to this program. It's really designed for people like them, for people who have some familiarity with Ignatian spirituality and who want to further their interest.
The Nurturing the Call program offered me an opportunity to take the next steps in the spiritual exercises that are about service. And Nurturing the Call says, you have some skills, and Nurturing the Call will allow you to hone those skills, will allow you to work in concert with other people in the class, and to find new ways to be a good leader, a servant leader. Nurturing the Call, in particular, helped me be prepared for my role as a leader in the Praying with St. Ignatius programs that we offered throughout the diocese in probably 2 or 3 different ways. Martha was a great model of being prayerfully grounded, being authentic in the way we shared the teachings of the exercises. In addition to the Praying with St. Ignatius program, Martha also helped develop the Called and Sent program, which are 6 modules that are offered. And the first one, Ignatian Foundations, is to allow others to go deeper in their experience of the exercises, especially in leadership roles.
Ignatian Foundations introduces boards to Ignatian prayer and discernment to become contemplatives in action. The St. Ignatius High School Board has participated 3 times over 6 years as new members join. We've experienced joy and consolation, and we've developed deep spiritual friendships with the board members as well as the various speakers. 30 pastors have responded favorably to our outreach efforts and the effect that it's had on their parishioners.
We were so blessed at Blessed Trinity to have 4 programs. Every person kind of has their default spirituality that they go to, and a variety of programs enable people to reach out, go beyond their comfort zone, and to really delve into the person of Jesus Christ. In addition, people would bring that to the church on Sunday. So when we gather together in prayer, there was a sense of this liturgy being the summit of our Christian life. Through these programs, some people have pursued having a spiritual director in their own spiritual growth. They find that particularly valuable in assessing their growth and their relationship with Christ.
Under Martha's leadership, we grew the spiritual network referral program. Many of our spiritual directors come from the spirituality program at St. Ignatius and the training program at the Ignatian Spirituality Institute. The combining of these groups into our Jesuit Retreat House network of spiritual directors is a devoted group of people who are available when parish retreat participants call the house looking to further their spiritual journey and work with spiritual directors. Early on, I realized that what I noticed in Martha's leadership and her person was that she was the right woman at the right time for the beginning of the lay leadership program.
Now that the foundation has been laid, it's my joy to be able to pass on the legacy of this program to Paula Fitzgerald, Jesuit Retreat House's program director. I know that the Spirit will continue to form and shape this program to the needs of God's people in the Diocese of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio Christians. It's with joy that I accept this honor in the name of the 50-plus leaders who have contributed their gifts, making the lay leadership program of Jesuit Retreat House a reality. I am most grateful to Rick Kravenka, the current executive director, and to Sister Marianne Flannery, the executive director at the origin of this program back in 2010. I also am so grateful for the support of Bob Hager and Brian Dean, both of whom were board chairs during this program's evolution. It's such a joy to be able to see this program in good hands as it continues to be God's blessing for God's people in this part of the country.